everybody, this is Diane Smith, and today I'm going to make some Easter shortbread cookies that we call them polvorones. I learned how to make this recipe when I was in 4th grade in my 4-H club in Puerto Rico, and I have worked on it over the years, and with friends and family and friends, by taste testing, I have made some changes. I will share with you that I usually do these cookies during the holiday time and the end of the year. However, I wanted to do something different this time and add a little bit of color to it for Easter. So let's go ahead and get started cooking. We're gonna start out with 1 stick of butter and make sure that it is at room temperature. That will make a big difference when you are cooking. All right, and then after that, we're gonna add 1/2 cup of shortening. You can use regular or butter flavored, whatever you have in your house. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cream together those 2 ingredients about 2 to 3 minutes until it's nice and creamy, and you're gonna see the butter changing in color and getting a little bit lighter, and everything is very uniform. So now that it has been a couple of minutes, what we're going to do is going to start adding the sugar just little by little. We have 1/2 cup of sugar. Let's wait a little bit longer until it creams together really good. If you see any lumps by any chance, just again wait for it, because you want to make sure that all the lumps are gone in your butter and in your lard or your shortening when it comes together. All right, I think we're ready to go. We're gonna put in there the 1/2 cup of sugar, little by little. Make sure it's incorporated well. There we go. Now at this point, that we see when it's creaming together, it's gonna get a little bit fluffier and put together like a fluffy paste. We want to go ahead and add our almond extract. And we have in here 1½ teaspoons. Of it. But one of the things that we want to do, if we wanted to go ahead and add color, food coloring, we want to go ahead and do it at this step. And what I used was 10 drops of food coloring. But if you want to, I would start out with 5 first and then work your way up depending on what color you're trying to achieve. Just because I already did the blue and the pink ones already, I am not going to add any color to these ones. We're going to keep this natural yellow color. Okay, so now we have everything mixed together. We're gonna start adding little by little the flour. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it down in 1 or 2 and add it little by little. There we go. So this is a very versatile recipe that you can use it as a starting. You can add some cocoa powder and make them chocolate. Or you can add different flavorings as well. You know, these are great. You can have them with jam, or you can have them with different toppings like chocolate or Nutella. Make sure before you keep adding the flour that it's well incorporated into your mix. You want me to see something that I cook, something that maybe you've tried out, an appetizer or a dessert, some other time, please let me know and I'll try to cook that next. I think we're either gonna do banana bread next time or we're gonna do spinach and artichoke dip. So let me know what you'd like to see. Somebody also mentioned my tiramisu that I learned to make in Italy this summer when I was, or actually this end of the year, when I was there, which is where I got this awesome apron that I got in Bologna at Italy. It was a fantastic experience and I cannot wait to go back once everything go back to normal. Here we go. We're almost there. Now that all of the flour has been incorporated, we're going to do our last step, which is going to add half a cup of chopped almonds. And they can be whole almonds, they can be slivered almonds, they can be bleached. Go ahead and just chop it because that's going to give it a crunch to the cookie and it's going to add more flavor and a different dimension. Here we go. You just want to make sure everything is incorporated, but don't mix it too much. So we're going to stop just in about 10 seconds more. And that's pretty much about it, guys. You're gonna go ahead and see that the consistency of the cookie is more like Play-Doh, especially when you add the food colorings. And that's how you know that everything is pulled together. We're gonna get all the mixture out. Let me put this away. And we're gonna get ready to go ahead and form the cookies. I always like to give it just one good stir to make sure there's nothing else that is hanging out at the bottom of the bowl of the mixer. So here we go, we have it all together. One of the things I always like to do is check my recipe just to make sure I didn't forget anything. We said it's 1 stick of butter, we have half a cup of shortening, we have half a cup of sugar, 1.5 cups of almond extract, 2 1/4 cups of flour, and then 1/2 cup of chopped almonds. And I think that's all we need to do. One of the things that also remember is turn on your oven at the beginning at 350 degrees. Okay, we have it all ready. And now what I like to do is use a little scoop, right? This is probably about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons, and that's gonna help you create some very uniform cookies so they'll cook the right way. So what we do is we just scoop out, make it into a little round ball, and then with your thumb or with your finger, just go ahead and press it in the middle. And that little nest that it creates is gonna be great to help it cook evenly. In addition to that, you're going to be able to put some decorations or some sprinkles at this point in time if you would like to, or if you want to put some jam. Let me get a pan. I started working, you see? You see them right in here? I started working with this earlier. And we're going to go ahead and put them in there in a greased cookie sheet so they don't get stuck, or if you have a Silpat, that's probably ideal to do. We're going to do a couple more. Make sure you do the little indent. And you see how easy it is? Let me show you. See them right in there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add a couple sprinkles to a few of them so we can do a lot of different versions for you. And you hear that? That means that my other batch is just ready, so just in time. And then we're gonna go ahead and bake them for about 12 minutes. You know, ovens vary, so make sure that you check them and they're nice and golden brown or lightly golden brown around the edges, so they will be at the perfect temperature and they're nice and crispy. Let's try this again. Do you guys see that? Coming right out of the oven. So what are we gonna do right now when it comes right out of the oven? You put it in here. You're gonna just let them sit there for just about 1 minute. All right. So we have that ready. Okay, so here's another batch that I already cooked a little bit ago for you. but they're still nice and warm. And what we're gonna do now is actually decorate them. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way so you guys can see. So we have them in here. I put them in a rack because it's gonna make them easier to keep everything clean and contained. Here, these are the ones that we already cooked. See, that already have the little sprinkles, and those are ready. Then these ones in here, what I wanted to do was add some chocolate. I know there's lots of you out there that are fans of Nutella, so you can add a little bit of scoop of Nutella, or you can put a little chocolate wafer or kiss or whatever you would like, and you can have those, and since they're still warm, they're gonna melt into it. So that's great. Let's see if we can turn this off so it stops beeping. And then what we're gonna do is now add to these ones, we're gonna add a little bit of powdered sugar. We're just gonna add it here. You see that? We're just gonna add some powdered sugar. So this is a very versatile recipe. You can have them plain, you can have them with a little bit of powdered sugar, you can add chocolate or Nutella or your fruit or just sprinkles. No matter how you make them, make sure you make them with somebody you love and that you share them with friends and family. I want to remind everybody to watch my YouTube channel, which is Diane Cooks. I am just debuting it. And if you want to learn how to cook something else, please let me know and I will try to make it for you. And make sure that you enjoy these delicious cookies with a glass of fresh Florida milk. So enjoy. Buen provecho.